Hello, hello. പറയുന്ന മൈക്ക് ക്ലിയർ ഉണ്ടല്ലോ അല്ലേ? സ്ലോഡാണ്.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, we're underway. Well, it's not very often that we single out the team's goalkeeper as their most influential player, but I suppose we can make a special exception for this fella, Iker Casillas, Jim.
No doubt about that, Peter. I mean, whether it's through making saves or just through his sheer presence, he has a huge influence on any team he plays in.
Leading from the back, as it were.
Exactly.
Pele.
Really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well, they've got it again. He's a sharp little ball here. Can he get on the end of this? He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Robson. And now the breakaway. Tries to pass it through. And they're back on the ball again.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Fernando Torres.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Neymar. Pele plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Ambitious ball here. He's in plenty of space here.
Okay.
Bellingham. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Fernando Torres. Torres goes on a run down the left wing. It's come to nothing. And that was very necessary. And we have our very first corner. Batistuta tries to clear. Neymar takes the shot! Keeper gets just about enough of it.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Neymar. And the finish! Goal! Brazil! And Brazil take the lead. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
So the first moment of real significance.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final
There will
pass
be
looked
1
decent.
minute
They
at
just
a
couldn't
time.
pick out that killer ball.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the 1 goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Pele, it's Pele! Oh, he's been caught on it here. That has been knocked clear. He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Brazil really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Corner number 2 then. Short. Oh, shooting chance! That's another chance! And that's off target.
Robson clearly knew where that was falling. He'll be disappointed he didn't put it away.
Well read, and the danger is averted. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And this is Forlan. Torres! It's in! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion.
1700
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Brazil are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Defending was strong and firm. Played back in.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Nicely shaped ball. Casillas breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And here's Suarez. Pass is just off target. Neymar. Rijkaard. Fernando Torres. Lovely pass, but can he get there? They've got to be quick to recover this. Neymar. Neymar goes on a charge down the left. Now it's Bellingham. Here's a chance! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, I think it's great he's showing plenty of fight here. You want that to spread throughout the team now.
Rijkaard. Now it's Neymar. Played into space out wide. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Neymar. And he's gone looking for safety. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're up and running. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Marquinhos, he's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's
Can he finish?
that's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Kaka. And here's Batistuta. And that's been won straight back. And now they can clear their lines. Rijkaard. Good ball over the top. And that has been knocked clear. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Looking for options for movement. And Batistuta! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Xavi Alonso is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Barcelona ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Pull it. It's a searching pass. Engages and forces him off the ball.
Lexington certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Xavi Alonso. Guti. Can he get it through? And that could set him on his way. Shapes to shoot! It's hit the upright. And it's Neymar. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. You knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half.
This is about as perfect a free kick position as you could wish for.
That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Odo. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Here we go again, then.
Lexington can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times, they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Neymar is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Decent chance! No mistake! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Shoots! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Again, that's terrific.
He's having a hit! That's a lovely, neat pass. And he's intervened well there. It's a pretty loose pass. Probing pass. Cannavaro. And it's Rodri. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quite...
Neymar! No, not quite. Neymar. Pull it.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now that looks a decent ball. He has a look up. Tries a shot! He scored! It is no contest. It is a landslide.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. He's picked his way through. Triol attempts a clearance. Threads one in. Nicely spread. He saw the danger and he went crashing in. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. And this is Luis Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! And he's there to get it away. And reclaimed it in a trice. Searching pass he's played there. That's a shade optimistic.
Substitution on the field. Number 6, Neymar.
There is some activity
Number
down on the
3,
touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Number 16, Rodri.
Kaka.
Coming on the field, number 24, Bellingham. Number 15,
And it's Hullet.
Rijkaard. Number 17, Franz Beckenbauer. There will be 5 minutes added time.
And he's gone looking for safety. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. That's really well cleared. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, we're underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's been caught napping.
Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That's an imaginative pass. Xavi Alonso to Hazard. Now it's Messi. Now it's Batistuta. And he's managed to get rid. And it's Rijkaard. Messi. Hazard. Rijkaard. calmly anticipates. Xavi Alonso short changes him with that pass. Quarter of an hour played. And the pass is intercepted. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Messi. Hoisted in. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Now that's well seen too. Done delicately. It's not an especially good pass, that. And it's Xavi Alonso. Knocks it into space. And the shot! Brilliant! A finish of true class! And it's Argentina in front!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Inzaghi was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He'll learn from it.
Filippo Inzaghi. Well, that looks a decent ball. And that pass just didn't quite work. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Lexington clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Not the most accurate pass. Belletti. Messi. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Some resolute defending there. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now, can they get him away? Neymar in acres of space out wide. Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Messi. Filippo Inzaghi.
That's going in strongly.
Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. And the referee brings the first half to a close. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And hostilities have resumed at the... And the shot! It's bounced back off the post. Kaka. Alonso! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Argentina have their second corner now. And it's been taken short. And now they can spring out of defence. It's a pretty loose pass. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Argentina finding their passes. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Nice sequence of passes, this. Messi, he is through here. Goes for a shot! He scored! And there's the goal they've been looking for. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Can he latch on to this? Inzaghi gets into a good position. De Ligt. Neymar. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He can run onto that. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, it's Batistuta! Oh, that is beyond special! A worldie and a half!
For
A
Argentina.
finish right from the
After
top draw!
78 minutes is number
Up
14.
by 3! They have their boots on the throats of their foes.
Batistuta.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful.
Luis Suarez! They've done it! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So is this the start of a comeback? Looking to play him in. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Great ball if he can get there. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Ball's gone out of play.
Substitution. Added minutes has been indicated.
Pinches it off him. Neymar played into space. Argentina clearly now in lead preservation mode.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Danger averted for now. Big chance, corner.
Substitution in progress.
So, third corner of the game. Roberto Carlos plays it short. Good ball. And he shoots! Oh, crossbar! And that may well be that. That is that. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer.
I'd like to draw your attention to the screen.
So what do you take away from it all, Jim? boys, it's just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, we're on the way. Well, Filippo Inzaghi may not have the swashbuckling panache of some of his contemporaries, but his goal-scoring record, Jim, speaks for itself.
There's something that's just so wonderfully simple about his game. The run he makes, his ability to draw the ball towards him inside the box, his approach will remain the same. After all, he only needs to get it right once.
Gattuso, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Forlan couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now it's Inzaghi. Has a look and plays it forward.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he cuts out the supply. Searching pass he's played there. Now it's Luis Suarez. He's a sharp little ball here. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And we have our very first corner. Neymar with the short one. Belletti. Decent chance! Corner number 2 then. Neymar goes short. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Gattuso demonstrating his defensive quality there. Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. Azar conjures time and space where few can. Now it's Inzaghi. Cannavaro clears. Not the most accurate pass. Not the most convincing of passes. And it's Neymar. And this is Luis Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! He's delivered all right! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Hazard cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. Xavi Alonso.
There will be 1 minute added
Neymar.
time.
That's beautifully weighted. And there's the end of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the 1 goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Looking for the run. Well, that pass isn't the best. It's a searching pass. And he's in on goal. And he shoots! That's going to go a long way. Can he get on the end of this? Well, they've got it again. Hazard. Now, can they get him away?
Substitution in progress.
Manchester United choosing to make now a player, of course, who needs no introduction.
It's a wow moment. Now that's the sort of change you don't see every day.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And he's picked out the run. Great chance! Gattuso. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Neymar! And that is wildly off target.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Lampard. And it's Hazard. Oh, super ball. Can he finish? Goal! Manchester United! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
And he's done it again. He's got his second.
Number 16, Rodri.
Manchester United. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. This then to draw level. And he scores! Back in business! Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
Substitution on the field. Number 5, Kaká.
Both sides
Number
then
10,
taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 20.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Number 8, El Hadj Diouf.
Lobbed in behind. Played through for him. Picked out brilliant. He's had a shot! It's a loose ball. Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Azar. Now it's Mbappe. That has ended up in no man's land. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the very end. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Tim?
Lexington can always take more positives from a...
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And that gets things running.
There's a name in this lineup, Peter, that's synonymous with being dependable.
The man they call safe hands.
Yep, David Seaman, one of the outstanding keepers of his time and the commander of tight defence because of the understanding he develops with those in front.
And this is Pele! Oh no, this does not look good! And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Looking to play him in. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Xabi Alonso. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned. quarter of an hour played. Now it's Luis Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! Luis Suarez! It's a beauty! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And Celtic are in front. What do you think now about that goal?
Yeah, anything that's hit low with real pace.
Shapes to shoot! It's there! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry.
Goes for a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Bergkamp clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. And this is Bergkamp. And he's taking no chances there. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Robertson looking to run onto it. Oh, it's a great ball here. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. They get a throw in. Ball's out once more. And that's definitely not his best. Now that's well seen too. Pirlo. Oh, easy pickings there. De Ligt. Knocks it into space. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Searching pass, he's played that. Chance! He's delivered all right! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Celtic go into the lead.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Balletti. Nice-looking ball. That's been cut out, well played. Played into space. That's beautifully weighted. Luis Suarez! Has fallen kindly here. Really well taken goal. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
And listen, last line of defence, and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
ഹലോ എടാ ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞ എടാ എൻ്റെ മൈക്ക് പ്രശ്നമായിരുന്നു ഇപ്പോൾ ഓക്കെ ആണോ എടാ 2 വീഡിയോ ഓൺ അത് കിട്ടി ഷോർട്സ് ഓൺ കിട്ടി എടാ ഇപ്പോൾ ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞത് കേൾക്കുന്നുണ്ടോ എൻ്റെ മൈക്ക് കംപ്ലൈൻ്റ് ആയിരുന്നു ഞാൻ സംസാരിക്കുന്നുണ്ടായിരുന്നു പക്ഷെ മൈക്ക് കംപ്ലൈൻ്റ്
And the referee brings the first half to a close.
ഡിവിഷൻ കളിക്കാൻ പറ്റുന്നില്ലടാ ഡിവിഷൻ ഭയങ്കര ദുരന്തം 1720 കിടന്നതാ ഞാൻ ഡിവിഷൻ 1 ആവാൻ വേണ്ടി എല്ലാ കളിയും കൊടുത്തു അല്ലെങ്കിൽ കളി ഡ്രോ ആകുമ്പോൾ പോലും
We're underway again.
നമ്മളെ റാങ്ക് കുറയുക
I think it'll be fascinating to see how
കേൾക്കുന്നില്ലേ?
Ambitious ball here. Marquinhos makes the interception. Kaká. And this is Pele. Well, played right into his path. It's Luis Suarez! Oh, robust challenge. There's the shot! Yes! Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches. Followed up with an unerring finish.
ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞ കേൾക്കുന്നുണ്ടോ?
All he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Celtic grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Neymar was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Kaká. Oh, he's burst through. Oh, brilliant save under real pressure. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Looks a good ball through. Luis Suarez is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Kaká. Celtic needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Alonso. Alonso! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, probably not the best way to try and get back into this game, but it could spark something into life.
Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine...
It's Luis Suarez!
ഞാൻ ഫോർഫിറ്റ് അടിച്ചിട്ടേ ഇത് വെറുതെ കളിച്ചിട്ട് കാര്യമില്ല. ഞാൻ നിർത്തുവാണ്.
Special goal. A finish of true class. Players ecstatic, fans delirium, and that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage.
ഒന്നേന്ന് വിളിക്കാം. സെയിൻസ് രൂപം തന്നെ മതി. ഇതാ ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞ കേൾക്കണ്ട?
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, we're on the way.
There's a name in this lineup, Peter, that's synonymous with being dependable.
The man they call safe hands.
Yeah, David Seaman, one of the outstanding keepers of his time, and the command...
Shoots! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Xavi Alonso. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Tries to pass it through. And this is Adriano. Neymar. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. Shapes to shoot! And he's done it!
Listen, the big names
വെറുതെ ആ ഗോളൊക്കെ അടിക്കണേ. നമ്മളിപ്പോൾ തിരിച്ചടിക്കും. വായി നോക്കിക്കൊണ്ടിരിക്കും ഡിഫൻസ്.
They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Germany are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And he's worked it through. Oh, that's a decent chance!
എവിടെയാണ് അടിച്ചത് എനിക്ക് മനസ്സിലായി.
But nearly is nothing.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
Raul. Germany couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Howson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Kaka. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Quality ball. Oh, well played.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. And they've got rid. Well, the defence proved infallible then. But that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid.
എടാ ഹലോ എടാ ഞാൻ നേരത്തെ കുറെ സംസാരിക്കുന്നുണ്ട് പക്ഷെ കേൾക്കുന്നുണ്ടായിരുന്നില്ല. മൈക്ക് ഇപ്പം കേൾക്കുന്നുണ്ടോ?
Germany with the corner.
എൻ്റെ മൈക്ക് കംപ്ലൈൻ്റ് ആയിരുന്നു. മൈക്ക് ചെറിയൊരു പ്രശ്നം. എൻ്റെ പോർട്ട് കണക്റ്റ് ആവുന്നില്ല. എടാ ഖലീഫ കേൾക്കുന്നുണ്ടോ?
With the short one. And it's Bale. And that has left him in a heap.
കേൾക്കുന്നില്ലേ? പോയോ?
Looking for a runner. Pass somewhat off target. Batistuta. Neymar is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Nicely weighted ball. Pass is just off target.
ആ എടാ മൈക്ക് ഇതാണ് ഞാൻ പറയുന്നത്. റാങ്ക് 1720 കിടന്നതാ, ഇപ്പം 1500 മറ്റേ രണ്ട് ഷോർട്സ് 2 1K കയറി. ഷോർട്സിലൊന്നും 1K കയറിയിട്ടൊന്നും കാര്യമില്ല, കുറേ കയറിയാലും അവരെ റീച്ച് ആവും. ആ പിന്നെ പതിയെ പതിയെ കയറും, നമ്മളിപ്പോൾ തുടങ്ങിയിട്ടല്ലേ ഉള്ളൂ.
And the first half is done. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. So your views on the first half?
Lexington really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out.
ആ
See if
നമുക്ക്
you can
നോക്കാം,
open it
ഇടാം.
up a bit more. Kaka!
അത് 2 ദിവസം കഴിഞ്ഞിടാടാ.
He looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And it's Xabi Alonso. And here's Suarez. It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
നീ ഇത് കഷ്ടപ്പെട്ട് ചെയ്തല്ലേ, നോക്കാം നമുക്ക്.
Fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job.
പക്ഷേ ഇനിയിപ്പോ റാങ്ക് കളിക്കാറുണ്ടോ? റാങ്ക് എന്ത് മൂഞ്ചിനാണ്, ഇപ്പൊ ഒരു കളിയും ജയിക്കുന്നില്ല. എല്ലാം ഡ്രോ ഡ്രോ ഡ്രോ. എന്നിട്ട്
And now a sudden chance to counter. Park Ji-sung is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Now it's Bebeto, and they win it back again. Neymar, Luis Suarez, real chance!
എത്ര
That was
ഡിവിഷൻ വന്നല്ലേ?
Really anticipated
എനിക്ക്
that.
അത് കയറുന്നേ ഇല്ല. ഞാനിങ്ങനെ താഴോട്ട് ഒരു കളി ജയിക്കും, 10 കളി തോക്കും.
Is their second corner of the game. Big header! Off the post! And that has been clubbed away. And here's Batistuta.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the
നോക്ക് നോക്ക് നോക്ക്.
Can he finish?
കണ്ടോ, ഇതാണ് അവസ്ഥ. കണ്ടോ,
And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves over.
എങ്ങനെ അടിച്ചിട്ട് അവന്മാർ അടിക്കുകയാണ്.
The lightness of
ഞാൻ എല്ലാം ഗോൾ അടിക്കും. ലാസ്റ്റ് മിനിറ്റ് അവന്മാർ ഗോൾ അടിക്കും.
certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Can he finish?
Oh.
Oh, denied!
പക്ഷെ
Brilliantly.
എന്തോ
I
ഒരു
think he's done great
തേങ്ങ.
there, both reading it and dealing with it.
So, third corner of the game. Great chance! And it's in! Into the lead once more.
4 അക്കൗണ്ട് ഉണ്ടല്ലേ?
He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not.
അപ്പൊ നീ അങ്ങോട്ട് മൊബൈലിൽ ട്രാൻസ്ഫർ ചെയ്ത് മരിക്കുമല്ലോ.
Kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
He's found a way through.
ഡബിൾ ടച്ച് ഒക്കെ കൊടുക്കാം, പക്ഷെ എടുക്കണ്ടേ. ചില സമയം ആ പ്ലെയർ സ്കില്ലൊക്കെ ആഡ് ചെയ്യും. ഡബിൾ ടച്ച് സ്കില്ല് ആഡ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്, പക്ഷെ
But
എടുക്കണ്ടേ.
you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And now they can clear their lines. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Adriano. And he's there to get it away. Oh, he's done very well to take it
ഏതാ
back.
അപ്പാടാ?
Raul.
എനിക്കൊന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ എൻ്റെ മറ്റൊരു അക്കൗണ്ട് ഉണ്ട്, അതുകൂടെ എനിക്ക് എടുക്കാനാ. അങ്ങനെ
Germany
പറഞ്ഞേ.
really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
എടാ അതെങ്ങനെ ക്ലോൺസ് എങ്ങനെ? എന്തെങ്കിലും ആപ്പ് വെച്ചിട്ടാണോ ചെയ്യണേ? ഞാനിത് ഡാറ്റ ട്രാൻസ്ഫർ ചെയ്താണോ ചെയ്യണേ? അങ്ങോട്ട് അക്കൗണ്ട് ഡാറ്റ ട്രാൻസ്ഫർ ചെയ്താ ചെയ്യുന്നത്. ആ ആപ്പിന്റെ പേരെന്താന്ന് പറഞ്ഞേ? ആ ആപ്പിന്റെ പേരെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞേ? സ്ക്രീൻ സ്റ്റക്കാടാ, സ്റ്റക്ക്. മാറ്റി മൾട്ടിപ്പിൾ അക്കൗണ്ടാ? അതാണോ ആപ്പിന്റെ പേരാണോ അത്? ആപ്പിന്റെ പേരാ, അതാണ് പേര്, മൾട്ടിപ്പിൾ അക്കൗണ്ട്. iOS-ലുണ്ടോ? നോക്കാം. അതെടുത്തിട്ട് അത് ചെയ്തിട്ട് എങ്ങനെ? നിന്റെ ആപ്പിന്റെ നിന്റെ ആ ആപ്പിന്റെ സ്ക്രീൻഷോട്ട് ഒന്ന് എനിക്കൊന്ന് അയച്ചേടാ. എൻ്റെ വാട്സാപ്പിൽ ഒന്ന് അയച്ചാൽ അതിന്റെ സ്ക്രീൻഷോട്ട്, ആപ്പിന്റെ സ്ക്രീൻഷോട്ട് ഒന്ന് അയച്ചേ. പൊളിയില്ലടാ. നിനക്ക് ഓൾറെഡി ഉണ്ടല്ലേ. എന്നാ ഗെയിമിന്റെ സൗണ്ട് പോയോ? ഒരു മിനിറ്റ്. ഹലോ. ഇപ്പൊ വന്നല്ലോ അല്ലേ. എന്തോ പ്രശ്നം പറ്റി, ആപ്പ് എന്തോ പ്രശ്നം പറ്റി. എൻ്റെ ഒപ്പോണിന്റെ സ്കോഡ് കണ്ടോ ഗൈസ്? അതെങ്ങനെ ചെയ്യണ്ടേ? ആപ്പ് ക്ലോൺ ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റൂ? ആപ്പിന്റെ പേര് നീ ആപ്പിന്റെ പേരെന്നൊക്കെ അല്ലേ, അയച്ചു നോക്കട്ടെ. ജസ്റ്റ് ആപ്പ് ഒന്ന് സെർച്ച് ചെയ്താൽ മതി, ഇത് സെർച്ച് ചെയ്താൽ മതിയല്ലേ? ജസ്റ്റ് ടാപ്പ് അയക്കാൻ മതി. ഡൺ പോയിട്ട് പിന്നെ നമ്മൾ പ്രസ് മതി. ഓക്കെ. പക്ഷെ എൻ്റെ രണ്ട് പാസ്വേഡ് യൂസർ നെയിമാണ്. അപ്പം എന്ത് ചെയ്യും? ഈ അക്കൗണ്ടിന്റെ പാസ്വേഡ് അല്ല മറ്റേ അക്കൗണ്ട്. അപ്പോഴോ മെയിൽ ID ഡിഫറെൻ്റ് ആണ്.
That's an imaginative pass. And it's Kaka. And this is Luis Suarez. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Rijkaard gets it away.
ആ സീനില്ലല്ലേ ഓപ്പൺ ആവുമല്ലേ
So just a one early goal to
എക്സ്ട്രാ
report
ഡൗൺ
so
ഞാൻ
far.
ക്ലോൺ ആപ്പ് ചെക്ക് ചെയ്ത് നോക്കാണ്ടോ
Played into space. Neymar. Xabi Alonso calmly anticipates. Chiellini with the clearance. Now it's Batistuta. Cafu. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He's got away. He's picked his way through. Out of play.
ഡൗൺലോഡ് ആക്കണ്ടല്ലേ സെറ്റിങ്സിലുണ്ട് ഓക്കെ ഓക്കെ നോക്കാം
Delict. And he's gone
ഞാൻ
looking
നോക്കാം
for safety. Oh, well measured. And the finish! It's loose and there's a race. Oh, he's been caught napping. Could try cutting inside here. And this is Neymar. Now it's Cantona. Now it's Figo. Oh, that's fabulous. Takes a shot.
എങ്ങനെ കളിച്ചിട്ടും ജയിക്കുന്നില്ല ഫുള്ള് സമനില ഡ്രോ ആവുകയാണ് കളി എന്ത് ചെയ്യാൻ നോക്കാം
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going.
ഞാൻ സ്ക്രീൻ ഷെയർ ചെയ്യാം നോക്കാം ഞാൻ ഇപ്പൊ സ്ക്രീൻ ഷെയർ ചെയ്യാം എനിക്ക്
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome...
Decent chance!
എന്താ
Goal, Germany! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
ഞാൻ ഡബിൾ ടച്ച് കൊടുത്താടാ പക്ഷെ വരണ്ടേ
Smooth, smart and slick.
നിങ്ങൾ ഡബിൾ ടച്ച് അങ്ങനെ മറ്റേ ഒരുമിച്ച് ബട്ടൺ ക്ലിക്ക് ചെയ്യുന്നതല്ലേ പക്ഷെ അത് ചില ഡബിൾ ടച്ച് എടുക്കുന്നില്ല
Germany go into the lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And that's definitely not his best. Kaka. Rijkaard. It's Xabi Alonso.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Cantona. Plays it out wide. Can he get onto this? And that has been cleared. And there is the half-time whistle. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one.
പുള്ളിയാളെ സമയമില്ല അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് ഈ സ്റ്റക്ക് ആവാതിരിക്കാൻ വേണ്ടി ഉണ്ടാവും എനിക്ക് സ്റ്റക്ക് ആവുന്നുള്ളൂ വെച്ചതാണ് ഞാൻ ട്രിപ്പിൾ ചെയ്യാത്തതാ
Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one. Just enjoy it.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Now it's Neymar. Cantona, and he's got the beating chance.
ഉണ്ടോ
And he hits
നടക്കണല്ലോ എന്തോ തേങ്ങ നോക്കണേ ഇന്നലെ കളി
two up and in
ഞാൻ
charge,
നിർത്തി ഇന്നത്തെ
and
കളി
things are looking pretty good for them now. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew...
Can he finish?
ഡബിൾ ടച്ച് എടുത്താൽ നോക്കിയതാ പക്ഷെ അവിടെ വെച്ച് പോയി
Approval from the bench. And we have our very first corner. And they've got rid. It's their second corner of the game. Here it is, crossed in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Scholes. Well, there's the clearance. And they're back on the ball again. Tries to pass it through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He has found the way through. There's no getting past him. It's really well defended. And he welcomes it in. Oh, well played. They've got a corner here. So, third corner of the game. And that has been knocked clear. And this is Neymar. It's Neymar! Now, who's going to be first to this? So their fourth corner of the game. Xabi Alonso is there to clear. And this is Neymar. He's having a shot! He can get that clear. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And back in possession and ready to go again. Vigo receives it in a good position here. He is through here. What a save by Seaman!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
And he thumps it clear.
Substitution on the field. Number 11.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Number 3.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. Corner number 2 then.
Number 13. Berbatov. Number 24.
And it's been taken short.
Number 16. Rodri.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Engages and forces him off the ball.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Look at the space here. It's Salah! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender. Stay onside.
And there goes the final whistle. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead. And also
ഈ മൈക്ക് ഇപ്പൊ പറഞ്ഞ് കേൾക്കാവോ? ഞാൻ സ്ക്രീൻ ഷെയർ ചെയ്യാട്ടോ. സെറ്റിങ്സ് ഉണ്ടോ? ഇപ്പൊ സെറ്റിങ്സ് അത് എവിടെ നോക്കട്ടെ. സെറ്റിങ്സ് എവിടെ? സെറ്റിങ്സ് അത് എവിടെ? ആപ്പ് ക്ലോണോ? അങ്ങനെ സാധനം ഇല്ലല്ലോ. സ്ക്രീനാണ് എനിക്ക് ഏറ്റവും തലപ്പിലാൻ തുടങ്ങിയത്. അങ്ങനൊരു സാധനം കാണിക്കുന്നില്ലടാ. ഖലീഫ പോയാ? ഇത് ഏതിലാണ്? ഈ ക്ലോൺ ആപ്പാണ്? ഏത് വേണം? ഇത് അറിയാ? ഈ ക്ലോൺ ആപ്പ് ഗെറ്റ് പാരലൽ സ്പേസ് ഇതാണോ? പാരലൽ സ്പേസ്. ഓക്കെ, ഞാൻ കൊടുത്തു നോക്കട്ടെ. അടിച്ചോ, നിനക്ക് അറിഞ്ഞൂടെ? പൈസ കൊടുക്കണോ? വാട്സാപ്പ്, ഇൻസ്റ്റാഗ്രാം, ഇതെവിടെ? ഇതിലെവിടെ? ഇതില് ഇതൊക്കെ പറ്റുള്ളൂ. പോടാ, ഇത് പറ്റില്ല. നിനക്കിത് അറിയാമെന്ന്, അതല്ലേ ഞാൻ ചോദിച്ചത്. ഇത് നോക്കാം. ആധാർ എന്നുള്ള ഓപ്ഷൻ കൊടുത്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഒന്നുമല്ല. എന്താണ് ഇതൊക്കെ? ഇതൊന്നും അല്ല. ആധാർ. ആധാർ ഇങ്ങോട്ടൊക്കെ വന്നു, ഗൂഗിളിലോട്ടൊക്കെ വരും. അതൊന്നും പറ്റൂല മോനെ ദിനേശ. നീ യൂസ് ചെയ്യുന്ന സാധനമാണെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ നിനക്ക് ഫോണിലുള്ളതാണ് ഇൻബിൽറ്റ്. ക്ലോണോ? എന്താണ് ക്ലോണോയോ? അതിന്റെ സ്പെല്ലിംഗ് പറ. ക്ലോണോ? ഇല്ലടാ, ഐഫോൺ യൂസ് ചെയ്തിട്ടില്ല ഇതുവരെ. നോക്കട്ടെ. ഇതെന്താ ഇങ്ങനെ വരും? അതാ പറഞ്ഞു, ഞാൻ നോക്കിയതാ. ഇത് മാത്രമേ പറ്റുള്ളൂ എന്നാണ് തോന്നുന്നത്. സോഷ്യൽ മീഡിയ മാത്രമേ പറ്റുള്ളൂ. എടാ നമുക്കൊരു ഗെയിം കളിക്കാം. ഒരു ലാസ്റ്റ് കളി പോകുന്നതിന് മുന്നേ. നീ കളിക്കുന്നോ? നമുക്കറിയാം, റൂമിട്ട്. ഫുൾ ആഡ്സ് ആണോ? അതെന്താ അങ്ങനെ? ഹലോ, നോ സൗണ്ടാ? ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞ കേൾക്കുന്നില്ലടാ ഷാമില്? ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞ കേൾക്കുന്നില്ലേ? ജോയിൻ ചെയ്യ്. നോ സൗണ്ടാ? സൗണ്ട് ഉണ്ടല്ലോ, ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞ കേൾക്കാമല്ലോ. ആ പെട്ടെന്ന് ലാസ്റ്റ് കളി, മൊബൈൽ ചാർജ് ഇല്ല. ആഡ് വരട്ടെ, കുറച്ച് പൈസ എനിക്ക് കിട്ടിക്കോട്ടെ. ആഡിൽ നിന്നേ പൈസ കിട്ടുള്ളൂ. ആഡ്സ് വരട്ടെ. ആഡ്സ് നമ്മുടെ ചാനലിലാണ് ആഡ്സ് പറഞ്ഞത്, യൂട്യൂബ് ചാനലിലാണ് ആഡ്സ് പറഞ്ഞത്. അതോ
Very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And as you can see, it's Neymar! Good strike, quite an alarm. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Trent Alexander-Arnold is a...
And the volley. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. What a save! And another try. Oh, that's a
Nice
waste.
shot.
Good piece of opportunism there, but wasn't able to turn it home in the end.
Xavi Alonso. And it's Neymar. And this is Batistuta. Aims beyond the defence. Well, that is not the best ball. And he offers an apologetic. Kaka! And he has kept it
അനുരാഗേ
somehow.
തിരിച്ചു വന്നടാ, നമ്മളെ ചെക്കൻ തിരിച്ചു
Got a
വന്നു.
good smile there.
ആ ഞാൻ നീ നമ്മളെ മറന്നു.
And we have our very first corner.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
എടാ എവിടെടാ നീ?
Well, nothing to report in terms of goals, but it's not for the want of trying.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
സുഖാണോടാ അനുരാഗേ?
Just eases him off the ball. And that's been won straight back.
എന്താണ് പരിപാടി ഇപ്പോ?
Space here. And he plays one through. It's Kagawa!
ഇപ്പൊ എന്താണ് പരിപാടി?
He's hit it first time.
എടാ ഞാൻ ബസ് നിർത്തിയിട്ട് 1 വർഷമായി. കഴിഞ്ഞ ആഴ്ച 2 ആഴ്ച മുന്നേ സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്ത ലൈവ്.
Just a bit
ഒരാഴ്ച ആയിട്ടേ ഉള്ളൂ. അതായത് ഖലീഫ ഉണ്ട്, ഖലീഫ. എടാ പഠിത്തമാണോ?
Batistuta. Oh, good read.
He read that really well.
എടാ ഞാൻ ജോലിക്ക് കയറിയിട്ടേ
Tries to pass it through. Great shot!
ഞാൻ ജോലിക്ക് കയറി. അപ്പം ഒന്നും ലൈവ് എന്നുള്ള സമയമൊന്നും ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നില്ല. അപ്പം പിന്നെ ഒന്ന് ജോലിയൊക്കെ പഠിച്ച ആ ഒരു പ്രോജക്റ്റ് ഒക്കെ പഠിച്ചതിന് സെറ്റ് ഇപ്പോഴാണ് ഒന്ന് കളിക്കാൻ ഇറങ്ങി.
Sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other.
ഗെയിം കളഞ്ഞൊന്നുമില്ലല്ലോ. നീ അൺഇൻസ്റ്റാൾ ചെയ്താ ഗെയിം?
And there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
A 1-0 lead established.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Does well to stand firm and defend it. And Dijk did well to emerge with the ball.
ആണോ?
It's a contest to keep an eye on.
നീ ഇപ്പൊ എവിടെയാ?
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
It's a good ball out wide. Stood up well to him there. Played out to the left flank.
ഇപ്പൊ നീ എവിടെയാടാ? വീട്ടിലല്ലേ? നീ
Probing pass.
എവിടെയും പുറത്ത് പഠിക്കുവാണോ?
Osimhen. And he's managed to get rid. Now it's Batistuta. And they're back on the ball again.
ആ ഇപ്പൊ നാട്ടിൽ തന്നെ അല്ലേ?
It looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Always onto this. Oh, that's fabulous. Kaka! Fantastic from
ഇപ്പൊ
Kaka!
നാട്ടിലോ? സെറ്റ് സെറ്റ്.
A finish right
ഞാൻ ജോലിയൊക്കെ എടുത്താൽ ഒരാഴ്ച ആയിട്ടുള്ള ലൈവ് തുടങ്ങിയിട്ട്.
again.
ലൈവ് മാത്രമല്ല, കളിച്ചു തുടങ്ങിയിട്ട് ഒരാഴ്ച ആയാണ്.
And we hit half-time.
ഡിവിഷൻ കയറി കളിച്ച് 1700 ഇന്ന് ഒരു ദിവസം കൊണ്ട് 1500 1700 ആയിരുന്നു. 1500 കളിക്കാൻ പറ്റത്തില്ല. ഡിവിഷൻ ഇപ്പൊ ഭയങ്കര ടഫ്.
I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A 2-goal margin, yes.
ആ ഓക്കെടാ, വാട്സാപ്പ്
Possible.
Substitution in progress.
That gets things going for the second half. Kagawa unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
എടാ എന്റെ മറ്റേ വാട്സാപ്പ് നമ്പർ വേറെയാണ് കേട്ടാ. ആ നമ്പർ അയച്ചാൽ കിട്ടൂല. ഞാൻ വേറെ നമ്പർ തരാം.
Can he get it through? Kagawa has it in a wide position.
നിന്റെ അക്കൗണ്ടാ?
And he's only too happy to take that back. Kaka conjures time and space where few can. Looking to play him in. Alexander-Arnold calmly anticipates.
എടാ എന്റെ നമ്പർ ഇതിൽ ഇവിടെ കാണിക്കുന്നില്ലല്ലേ? ഞാൻ നമ്പർ ഇവിടെ നീ മറ്റൊരു മെസ്സേജ് നീ കാണും, ഞാൻ അതിൽ ഞാൻ നമ്പർ അയച്ചു തരാം, മറ്റേ വാട്സാപ്പിൽ.
Super ball. And the shot!
ഓക്കെ,
Oh, taken with style. Was there
അവന് കൊടുത്തു.
ever
നീ
any
മറ്റേ
doubt
വാട്സാപ്പ് മെസ്സേജ് ഇട്, ഞാൻ അപ്പോൾ എൻ്റെ മറ്റേ നമ്പർ അതിൽ അയക്കാം
That
ഞാൻ.
was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd
ഐ
are
ടി ഫീൽഡാണ് ബ്രോ, നോമ്പായിട്ട് കുഴപ്പമൊന്നുമില്ല, എല്ലാ എ സിക്കകത്താ.
Spot on. Oh, just skips past his man. Can he finish? And he's heaved it away.
അത് നീ ഒരു ഹായ് ഇട്ടോ, ഞാൻ തിരിച്ച് അത് തരാം.
And that's definitely not his best. Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter, and because of that, it seems to have developed into some sort of shock for them, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they can take it on from here.
Belletti. He's a sharp little ball here. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Lexington surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Kaka. Oh, red, nice interception. And it's Xabi Alonso. Might be danger here.
വർക്ക് നല്ലടാ, കുറച്ച് പ്രഷർ ഉണ്ട്. പ്രോജക്റ്റ് ഐ ടി അല്ലേ, സോഫ്റ്റ്വെയർ ഫീൽഡാ. ഞാൻ പഠിച്ച അത് തന്നെയാണ്, അപ്പോൾ അതിൻ്റെതായ കുറച്ച് പ്രഷറൊക്കെ ഉണ്ട്. പക്ഷെ എന്നാലും കുഴപ്പമില്ല. അതുള്ളതുകൊണ്ട് ഞാൻ പിന്നെ ഒരു വർഷം ലൈവ് അതിൽ ഫുൾ ഫോക്കസ് ചെയ്തേ, അതൊന്ന് പഠിച്ചെടുക്കാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ടേ.
Now it's Barcola. Well read, and the danger is averted.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
അതൊന്ന് പഠിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ സമയം പോലെ ഇടാന്ന് വിചാരിച്ചു.
More chances can they realistically expect now?
There will be 1 minute added time.
Alexander-Arnold makes the interception. So much time and space here. Nicely aimed pass. And that is...
ഓ താങ്ക് യുടാ, താങ്ക് യു. നീ നന്നായിട്ട് പഠിക്ക്, ജോലിയൊക്കെ കയറി.
Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued
നോമ്പായിട്ട് വർക്ക്
from the very
അതാ പറഞ്ഞ ബ്രോ, ഞാൻ ഓക്കെയാണ്. അവിടെ എങ്ങനെ പോകുന്നു ഇപ്പം? പ്രശ്നങ്ങളൊക്കെ എങ്ങനെ? അവിടെ ഓക്കെ അല്ലേ?
man of the match.
വേറെ പ്രശ്നങ്ങളൊന്നും ഇല്ലല്ലോ അവിടെ?
So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
This was all about tactics.
മറ്റേ സെറ്റ് സമയം കിട്ടുമ്പോൾ വാട്ടോ ഇടയ്ക്ക്.
Central areas both in defence and midfield, which is something we referred to before the game, and the manager was smart enough to make sure it was exploited.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight.
ആണോടാ? നീ മെസ്സേജ് ഇട്, വോയിസ് മെസ്സേജ് ഇട്, ഞാനത് റിപ്ലൈ അയക്കാം. ഇല്ല, ഞാൻ എൻ്റെ നമ്പർ ഇവിടെ പിങ് ചെയ്യണം, നീ ഇതിൽ മെസ്സേജ് ഇട് വാട്സാപ്പിൽ. ഇതിൽ മെസ്സേജ് ഇടേ. ബൈ. എടാ നീ ഇതിൽ മെസ്സേജ് ഇടേ. എടാ ഷാമി, ഖലീഫ ബൈ. നീ മെസ്സേജ് ഇടേ ഖലീഫ. എടാ ഓക്കേടാ, അപ്പം ഗുഡ് നൈറ്റ്. നാളെ നേരത്തെ വാ, പറ്റുവാണെങ്കിൽ സമയം നേരത്തെ വാ. ഗെയിമിംഗ് കേരള കമർ ബ്രോ, ഗുഡ് നൈറ്റ്. സേഫ് ആയിട്ടൊക്കെ ഇരിക്കുക എല്ലാം. ഓക്കെ, അപ്പോൾ ശരി, എല്ലാവർക്കും ഗുഡ് നൈറ്റ്, നാളെ കാണാം. താങ്ക് യു ഫോർ ജോയിനിങ് മൈ ലൈവ്. കുറച്ച് ആൾക്കാരാണെങ്കിലും നമുക്ക് പരിചയമുള്ള ആൾക്കാർ വരുമ്പോൾ സംസാരിക്കുമ്പോൾ ഒരു സന്തോഷം. എല്ലാവരും നമ്മളെ ഓർക്കുന്നുണ്ടല്ലോ, അറ്റ്ലീസ്റ്റ് നമ്മളെ ലൈവ് കാണുമ്പോൾ ജസ്റ്റ് വരുന്നുണ്ടല്ലോ, അത് തന്നെ സന്തോഷം. എടാ നിന്റെ മെസ്സേജ് വന്നു, ഞാൻ റിപ്ലൈ അയക്കാം. മെസ്സേജ് കിട്ടി, ഞാൻ റിപ്ലൈ അയച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഓക്കേടാ, അപ്പോൾ ശരി, നാളെ കാണാം. ഓക്കെ, ഗുഡ് നൈറ്റ്. മെസ്സേയുടെ